he has things that's mystical, dream-ish. It's weird. He has superpowers. You would think he just has a cool gun. No, he has superpowers.
I wouldn't put it past him, but though still, despite having Grok Baxia, they are not invincible to these early aggressions from Indonesia. They're gonna lose the XP crab too.
Because I think I did see the story of him basically going inside someone's dream and assassinating someone there. Anyways, Witty goes forward and Mlbb gets killed by Ezekiel. Good engage coming in from Witty. And Masarab taking a lot of poke damage from both Ezekiel as well as Witty. And Gunnigan is having a bit of trouble here going up against Kabuki. Kabuki is just stacking up his own stacks here. And Yaiko is going to have a very tough time against Kabuki, which is a first.
Talk about the challenge of essentially having a, up against like Gato +1, lane priority is very hard to obtain. But not only that, Lunox's reach is slightly shorter than Yehescu on the Farsa. So, and she's very fragile, right? We saw Yehescu just blow her up with the help of Witty. Yeah, it's just a sandbag. Like Gunnigan can't really do too much.
Yep.
How is about the turtle fight? How is Nepal going to navigate this?
Well, they're trying to get level 4 onto Mlbb, but looks like after this minion wave, still not gonna get it. Ezekiel is at 4. Nepal, if they do want to fight this one, they are gonna be at a disadvantage. Probably need the Lunons to get those EXP minions. Looks like might be able to get it. Masarab, you gotta use the Earthling Rampart to try and reset a turtle. Look at Iran, flickers out.
Yep.
It looks like gets caught by Mlbb.
Mlbb will find it. Turtle goes over to Joe regardless. Witty in no man's land. He's waiting for the level 4, the AOG. Can he get it in time? They're going to try and stop it before he does. He hits level 4, but goes down to Masarab.
Yep, Nepal is starting off quite well here. Again, kind of like doing what they want to do earlier, which is wait for Indonesia to be out of position and then deal the damage there. Iran was the first casualty, and then Witty was split away from his team, and that's where Nepal really capitalized.
I mean, all things considered, even though that this is a sandbag lane, Kabuki is just there to basically lock Gunnigan down. Eventually, once this ranger gets his items, he's be able to start doing some pretty nasty damage. Until then, it's going to be up to Mlbb to hold for now, hold the front, and be responsible for the output. Topside hybrid gone. And Witty gets jumped on again. Mlbb with the darkening, quick tectonic charge, but Witty heals up with the passive, and AOG's out. Witty the Wise escapes again, and Kabuki joins the fight. Masar gets hit by the boat, will have to flicker to safety.
I hope it's okay for me to say this, but I want to see more decisiveness coming in from Nepal because this is a pretty strong mid-trio, and they had opportunities to instantly start the fight at any moment, but it looks like they're waiting, and by the time they make a move, everyone from Indonesia is already there and ready to be like, okay, do you want to come in now? Because then everyone can just follow up. So I feel like with this kind of drive, you got to be a little bit more decisive, especially when you have a Baxia and a Grok. You do not really have much room for hesitation.
Yeah. It was a good attempt onto Witty. He didn't even have Revitalize just now. It's just the passive Q that gave him enough room to channel the ultimate. Kabuki now gets the Oracle, so he's never going to go down here. Gunnigan again, locked in his lane. And Kabuki gets to move first and get info for his team. And can even now start proxying the wave in between turrets.
Well, they're camping in the bush here. Witty gets caught, a ton of charge as well. And now Ezekiel with the feather airstrike. Looks like it's still continuing. Witty able to get away. Iran gets a kill. And now they move on forward. Iran gets a double. And Gunnigan going up against Kabuki, having a pretty tough time as well. Kabuki is going to dive in.
Gunnigan needs to run now. Kabuki, yep, he's going to die if Gunnigan doesn't flicker. Mlbb and Gunnigan got his Sky Piercer, but Mlbb also bought a Sky Piercer. So we now have a bit of an inkling what the direction for Nepal is. The Sky Piercer could have made a big difference with all the attempts onto Witty, because Witty kept escaping. And now Iran is 3-1. His meat tenderizer is gonna hurt.
Yeah. And here's the thing, Gunnigan, he basically has lost quite a lot of minions here, even in terms of level. Kabuki is a level ahead, so he's not having a great time here in the lane. So he has the Sky Piercer, but I don't know if they can really get kills. Right now, everyone is down bot, going up against Kabuki, and he's not afraid against a Lunox and a Granger. Not a sentence I ever thought I would say.
Yeah, he welcomes them. For now, 3.7k goal lead. Witty comes in with the AOG. They get a knockup with the Gunnigan. He is just blown up. Iran out the front, and he's swinging away. Tectonic charge on tree, but the damage is not there. Masarab will have to limp away, and Orion is not going to let that happen. A mega kill for this Terizla, and you know that he has a war axe in hand. They get the turbo crash in the mid lane. It's hybrid down for 18.
The crazy thing is, I feel like Orion didn't have the flicker there because I think he already got the revenge strike onto Masarab, so he was going to die from the revenge strike anyways. But hey, you know what? As long as you secure the kill, 6 minutes in, around 5,000 gold lead, his kill is even showing his face here towards the turret. So Nepal knows that he's inside their jungle. And now having to Radiant Armor, it's going to be more difficult for Mlbb to really do anything against the front lines of Indonesia.
Yep. The window again extended for Indonesia, and for Nepal is closing in against Taunt, and wow, Masarab disappears. And that's the castle that they just broke down. The airstrike forced the rest of Nepal away. Kabuki, I don't think he's gonna be threatened anytime soon.
Now, all Nepal can do right now is clear the waves and hope they find an opportunity with items that they have to get a kill onto Indonesia, because the Sky Piercer so far hasn't really done anything for Nepal. Looking at the gold difference here, quite a lot of difference. Around 2,000 in the EXP, almost 3,000 in the jungle, and in terms of gold as well, like 1,000 plus. Kabuki is winning by a lot.
Hope it almost went down. I mean, to get Kabuki, it would be good, but it's a big if and a close to impossible task with the state that Nepal is in. Orange for Joe. Bottom tier 2. They really defended, they did clear it out, but Indonesia essentially got the Nepal in a chokehold. Right? One good fight, Aran has the flicker ready. Watch out for the penalty zone, because I feel like Aran is itching for some sort of engage. Heskil forces Nepal away with the feather airstrike, and they'll get them in tier 2.
So Indonesia, they are taking it quite slow, not forcing too many fights. They're zoning everyone away. Basically playing with more discipline instead of aggression. I mean, with that being said, they still have 8 kills here in about 8 minutes. This is the last turtle, which has expired, now has turned into a Lord. Indonesia, they can try to get a Lord and end it now, or if they want to wait a little bit more, wait for 12 minutes. And I feel like at that point they can get a kill. Speaking of, Kabuki,
wow,
going to target a hybrid.
Actually gets out with a Purify, and Aran just flattens Ghani. Nothing much can be done by Nepal. Hybrid will try, but he'll be turned into a statistic by Heskil as Joe solos the Lord. 8.5 minutes in, Indonesia at 10k ahead.
Imagine if Indonesia is like, hey, Widdy, do you want to try solo?
I mean, he's like, I got concentrated energy, I'm ready.
Yeah, Box can do it.
Boxing can do it, why not me?
Yeah. Okay, because he's building tank items. Imagine there will come a time when Gatot builds damage in Rome.
I mean, it has happened.
In ranked games.
In ranked games.
Sky Piercer concentrated.
Yep, glowing one.
Glowing one, yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. Wave synced up. Perfect scenario for ending here.
I was surprised Aran didn't go for War Axe with the Hunter Strike.
Oh yeah, I thought he would go War Axe Hunter Strike. Like, he can go BOD and I wouldn't blame him. Final Slash, only on the Widdy. Widdy eats it up, look at that. Tries to AOG away, actually gets it off. Oh, Widdy, he is out of there. Aran now swings in the base, penalty zone coming through on the tree. Indonesia crashes the bolt onto Masarab. Joe doesn't get the kill, but Feather Airstrike did a considerable amount of damage. Crystal under threat. Indonesia have a date with Malaysia in the semis.
This is Indonesia.